convert
billion. I mean, really, billion's the new million. So yeah, it just needs to be $1 billion now.
Megan's going to make her way on over here shortly, and we'll chat with her. Megan, come on over. Let's just come on over. Yeah, for sure. Come hang out. She's walking in right now, so hold on. I'm going to get her set up here for you. Okay,
yeah, join us here, Megan. Thanks so much for being here with us today. We really appreciate you.
This is awesome. Thanks for coming out. I shouldn't say early. Y'all early anyway.
Yeah,
there we go. Now we can hear you.
Now we can talk, yeah. And I was going to say, thanks for coming out early, but this is probably a little bit later for your usual.
Yeah, they're blowing the green back here right now, but that's okay. We're hanging out with Megan, Luke, and the Lost Bell charity tournament going down today at the 500 Club. Megan, share with us, you're today now having a golf tournament, the journey, like kind of like holistically, like right now where you're at, like having a golf tournament, right? And is Luke here right now, or is he sleeping in bed?
He's in the grass.
Oh, there he is, hanging out.
Playing,
okay, awesome,
being
very cool.
Yeah, they're passing out the snack bags right now from Harris Teeter, so he's excited helping his pop out.
For those that don't know, share Luke's story if you would.
Yeah, so gosh, we are 2021, fast forward to 2025. We're now cancer free for 2 years. And so, a lot of parents, after they go through that cancer journey, they just kind of want to forget and, walk away from it. Instead of forgetting, we're fighting. And so, we started the Next Chapter Station nonprofit. My husband's here, Brent. Welcome.
Brent,
thanks for joining us.
Pleasure.
Today.
Nice to meet you. We hadn't met yet. Pleasure to meet you.
I'm always in the background.
Yeah. You're not Bill. Oh my gosh, who are you?
He said I'm running the controls. I don't know what I'm doing.
Brent, let's hear from you, because we've talked with Megan multiple times on the radio.
This is his first radio.
Brent,
this is his first radio interview.
The journey, and with Luke, and as a dad, and what's that been like for you?
Yeah, it's been a journey for sure. You never hope to get that, get that call, and then your life's completely turned upside down. From the get-go, Luke's been this courageous kid, and we knew right away he was gonna battle it and fight it, to the very end. And he's done a fantastic job, and we look up to him as being this great kid. You wouldn't think he wouldn't have to go through this, but now we're trying to make an impact back on those kids that are going through it, and this is our opportunity to give back. But he's been through a lot, and now he turns 7 on Thursday, and he's doing all the normal kids
Happy
things.
birthday. So excited.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, but you two together in this, that's got to have been, wow. I mean, that you guys are closer today, I would imagine, than you were.
It's 100% closer. I mean, it's you hear lots of stories where things, it's tough. You're going through stuff, and there's emotional roller coasters, and but no, it's brought us even more closer than we've ever been before. And now we get to do stuff like this together, and there's tension. Don't think there's not. But
well, we talked about it on the Lake Norman Women's podcast, where you choose your partner in life not just for the romantic parts and the vacations and starting your family, but when stuff gets real and it gets hard, who's there with you, and who's there kind of keeping you grounded.
The naturalness of all of it, of like the mom and the nurturing, the dad and like the be strong kind of, like, what was that like for you guys? Is like when Luke was in the hospital and like having to
we alternated. Sometimes.
Well, this is the story I always like to tell, is the day we got the call. Obviously you break down, and Luke's first reaction, you know what it was? He went and got Megan a Band-Aid because she thought she was hurt. I don't know if she told you that story.
Yeah, she told us that story on the Lake Norman Women podcast, and I thought that was so impactful. And you still have the Band-Aid, right?
Yeah, it's somewhere. Yeah.
It's so that's just what he's all about, and you try to keep strong for him. I remember there's probably pictures you guys have seen. I'm in the wheelchair with him wheeling, and it's just like, how do you keep him strong and and that everything's going to be okay? You tell yourself, hey, I got to be strong for him and make sure he's not scared, because if you're scared, which underneath you are, but you got
terrified,
absolutely
oh my
terrified.
Gosh,
and you got to be strong for him, because the minute you see it, he sees a crack, and he's like, well, something really is wrong, but you have to stay strong the entire time.
I don't think he ever really knew anything was wrong, other than uncomfortable moments in the hospital or something.
Because he's still a kid.
He's still a kid. Yeah, there's just that. Yeah, and then
they're bringing toys in, and we're like, okay, let's play hide and seek.
Right.
Like, you're just kind of, again, you have to keep this momentum. It's every 15 minutes that you just go time by time. Every hour, every 15 minutes. You can't think about tomorrow. You can't think about next week, because as soon as you do, you lose yourself in overthinking and the overwhelm.
But being a kid, and you guys have now this organization, right, if you would, and this kind of movement behind it of helping others through the journey. How much is Luke pushing on? Is that you guys wanting to?
Out on the course today, there are 2 signs for our cancer warriors. Amelia Larson, who survived her cancer diagnosis, and then Noelle Franklin, who unfortunately lost her battle 3 months ago from cancer. And they are both friends of Luke's. And it was his idea to remember them. So if you go out on hole 1 today, you will see a bunch of flamingos, which are Noelle's favorite bird animal, surrounded by a memorial of her. And that was Luke's idea. He was like, how do we do Noelle? He wanted her family to be there. They're out at Cure Fest right now in DC, advocating. But, Luke he's always bringing the kids in. Today we had to have the conversation. There were no kids golfing today, and he was really upset about the scavenger hunt he planned for them.
Oh no!
But I said we'd play just the volunteers.
But what was that? I think it was at Waterman's. We did the fundraiser,
God.
and he was going.
Maybe
up
it was at that.
Yes.
I think 3 would be better for you.
Yeah.
He was upselling everyone. And
Yes.
he was like, "Oh, buy a book." No, I think you need 2 or 3 books, and it's just he was up.
He walked up to people just eating dinner, and he slapped books on their table. He's like, "You're gonna love it."
And at the very end, he got up on a chair like one of these and stood up and gave a whole speech. He goes, "Thank you for coming. There's more books for sale." And
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure he's going to make a speech today. I guarantee it. He will be up on a chair.
Good for him. He should.
it.
Absolutely.
So he's just as much involved as we are. He loves it. He loves seeing himself in the book and explaining to people. So it's great.
So are there more books? Is there more stories, or do new artists or illustrate? Like, what's the idea? Is it he's just running with the ball as far as it'll go, and he'll just keep going?
I think he'll just keep going. I mean, we definitely want to turn the book into a coloring book that we can bring to the hospital. So, not just reading it, but also giving the kids an activity to get their mind off of it. For the parents, I love to color when
Luke
I get stressed
wants
out.
merch. Luke wants merch.
Oh yeah, right. We have merch finally. As Luke will say, merch 2026. Yeah, yeah. We've got T-shirts out today. We are working on some fun keychains. We are, as per Luke, we are working on trying to get a stuffy, but it's not easy. But yeah, I mean, I think it's just what's the next level. We've had a lot of conversations about what is 2D's next journey, what is the next story, and I think we talked about how the story of 2D and Luke is very it's a very open book per se, where you can really put in any type of, maybe from the parents' viewpoint instead of from the children's viewpoint. It can go into different types of cancer. It can go into autism. It can go into MS. It is very transcendent, where it can apply to anybody. So that's something that we've had the conversation of, what does 2D Luke and the Lost Bell look like? We're definitely open for it.
And in those moments of tragedy again, and utilizing it, of course, they're getting this tournament set up out here, is what you're hearing in the background. We're at 500 Club hanging out. All right, so what's the festivities like today? Give us the rundown of the tournament. What do we expect? Who's out here? What's going on?
Yeah, so we've 9 a.m. We've got a shotgun start. We have 10 teams. Actually, I think we have 11 teams. Over 40 golfers are going to be here. We also have people coming. So if you're listening and you want to come down and just hang out with us, we've got raffles. We've got a buffet afterwards. Everything's all inclusive. You can get your drinks, obviously not alcohol, but come out, join, have fun. We're gonna have everybody perched up here, watching, cheering everybody on. After the buffet, we'll have raffles. We have a couple of celebrity NASCAR drivers that are going to be out there on the course today. So we're excited to have them. We got one of our last minute gold sponsors, the Joey Logano Foundation, came in at the last minute, as I feel like that's a NASCAR way to roll. You just come in at the finish line right in, and sponsored the tournament. So we're blessed. I don't even know how else you say it. We're waking up this morning and jamming out on the way here. Brent took Luke this morning, so I got to pump the music up really loud, and I was ready.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Megan, Brent, thank you so much for being here. The tournament today, Luke and Louisville.
Thank you, guys.
Absolutely.
Awesome.